Hello, my friends. My name is Shadi Zatara. I am a youth worker and facilitator in the non-formal learning in the youth field. I would like to share with you about my experience in mentoring, power of mentoring. I become a youth worker because I want more for the young people. I wanted them to know about opportunities they don't know about. I want them to go through experiences, different ones, to learn about themselves. With my colleagues, my friends, we work together to create environments, spaces, activities, and projects to help the young people to decide what they want to do in their lives. Have you ever had a true mentor, someone who created a space to experiment, to grow, and to test yourself? Myself, I have. I will share with you about three mentors in my life. My first mentor was a supervisor in a local organization. I was managing a project on national level for student council in all universities in the country. My supervisor work style is different than mine. He put a lot of energy into considerations like which parties to be involved, whose image to promote, how to collaborate, how to build partnership. My focus and interest was more enabling young people, but working with my supervisor made me put more attention on the partnership, on the collaboration, on the strategic connection. When we work in the youth field, we can't work alone. We should find who have common goals and objectives for improving the life of young people. And if we do so, we should be very proud of our collaboration and partnership rather than just delivering projects and activities. In the youth field, you can't work alone. It doesn't work. My second mentor was a big influence on my career. She supported me and provided opportunities to work on a regional and international level, especially in the Euro-Mediterranean region. She supervised without criticizing. Informal feedback and reflection sessions were constructive. She never pushed me to do something. I felt she respected my values and my approach in the youth work. I learned from her more to understand about the cultural and political context in the international youth work. And with her help, I dare to take part in a new idea. My third mentor is everyone I mentor. They made me become a better youth worker by explaining my work to them, to the new volunteers, new youth workers. They teach me about myself. Even they allow me to know how I can improve. And you know what is the best thing about it? Is when we see those we have mentored earlier, how they pay it forward and transfer what they have learned to the groups of young people they work with. In our local culture, we used to be receivers of instructions. Often our projects are affected in their design by donors, but not so in my project. We as youth workers, we should enhance the self-determination among the youth workers and the young people. We should base our work on the needs and interests of the young people. We have to make sure there is a space to have opinions. We have to make sure there is a space to make decisions, to try things out. Let's take an example of a small activity workshop we would like to organize for a specific group in X community. It would be much easier if we provide the plan, the tools, what activities to do, to assign a facilitator in that area, and to give the budget for the young people and the volunteers, even they are involved in the organizing, but just giving them what they have to do. Instead of that, we turn all these decisions into learning opportunities. We ask people what you want to do. What do you think it should be done? Sometimes people think you should stay with them all the time. You should do the things with them all the time. But it's not the way. I can give you a plan B, a backup, etc. But you should take the lead. You should have the sense of initiative. The volunteers have to do their own research, to do their budget, to think how they can mobilize resources and people, because they are part of this activity and they want to be part of organizing, and they are part of the community where they organize it. So it's better they do the things in their way. Sometimes volunteers prefer to have all these answers from us, from the team, from me. But who am I to give them the answers? My role is to provide space and training to develop the skills of the young people and youth workers to give answers for their questions. And we shouldn't take this opportunity from them. Even they are impatient, even they got too hungry to get the answers. For sure, sometimes I give an advice or an opinion, but the decisions should be taken by them. Do you really want to take things in the easy way and tell people just what to do, or to challenge yourself and give the space and let people decide how they want to do? Not all volunteers start out with us, remain involved. Some of them think this is too much flexible for them, too much freedom, too much out of their comfort zone. But unfortunately, they didn't get the point that we are trying to stretch them and to encourage them to reach their learning point. And for those who stay with us and stay involved, they understand that everyone should look for their own answers and be mentors of themselves. I try to inspire three values that are important to me. The first one is we can decide on behalf of the participant of our activities. Sometimes people think they know better the needs and the interest of the young people they work with. But every group, they have their own specific needs and interests, and we should adapt our approach and tools. The second value is to not mix between results and process. Focus on the process because the learning happens in the process. Sometimes people forget that tangible results are not only the impact that we are looking for. Knowledge is there everywhere on the internet, in the books, from the resources, people, you can get it. But how you process the knowledge for your environment, for your needs, this is what we are looking for. People need to be aware more about their competences during their interaction in the activities, how much they have self-awareness, how much they have self-affirmation, how much they have sense of initiative, how much they are able to give their feedback, to criticize, to have constructive discussion. And all these learnings happening, they are not tangible and they are difficult to measure, but they are very important to be considered. So this is why we should give space to develop the skills and the competencies of the young people in the learning process. And the third value is about the participatory approach and the decentralized approach. If you want to be participatory in a meaningful way, you can't just ask the people or the young people for their opinions and that's it. You should make their opinions heard and part of the decision making. You need to make the decisions shared. Sometimes I get emails from some friends, colleagues sharing an idea and say, please approve my idea. Who am I to approve your idea? Maybe I can improve, but not approve. So please always ask for opinions, but don't ask for approvals. In Palestine, we say, we live because we believe. We survive on hope. What I believe in is the change happens in small groups from person to person. When we train young people on new competencies, we want them to decide where and how to use those competencies. We empower them to decide about their lives. We would see the growth maybe in 5, 6 years in their professional development and in their active citizenship. Sometimes people ask me to mentor them. Sometimes I ask people to mentor others. For me personally, there is no difference because mentoring, it is my way of doing everything. Mentoring is to have someone next to you asking you guiding questions, reminding you to keep you on the path that you chose to go through. So, my friends, I am sure you all have your mentoring experience, and I hope what I shared is useful. And I'm curious to hear from you on Open Space.